After a tough beginning of the season where the Panthers saw a 9-point loss at Scituate, they had two decisions, whether to go forward in their Patriot League conquest or maybe hold back for a season. They chose to step it up. They went to Quincy and won on a last-second possession, giving them a victory. Now they go into their third Patriot League game of the season as they take on the Silver Lake Lakers. Welcome, folks, to Whitman-Hanson Sports Radio. Here, I'm Anthony Labonte alongside Ryan Labonte, taking you through the second half of a doubleheader here at Silver Lake as the Panthers and Lakers get ready for some action. Last contest that the Panthers were in, it was down in Fort Myers, the holiday shootout, where they ended up losing 48-57. But in that contest, one of the big factors, the three-point shot. 4 of 23 from behind the arc was Whitman-Hanson. They look to capitalize on a situation that could bounce back here this afternoon. As they do player introductions to start us off, we get ready to kick things around as the Silver Lake Lakers begin to go forward. Ryan, we were there for that game against Quincy. What should be looked upon for the Panthers if they want to go back and get into their winning ways?
I mean, one of the things that happened at the Quincy game, you had Niloy Lopes doing so much. However, those fouls were the real problem. He got fouled out at the worst possible time, leading to that longer thing. I think they need to work on their foul trouble. You need to keep your top guys in there because Jack Martin, he's going to get some fouls on him, but you got to keep him in there.
As I call out some of the players for this Silver Lake team, including Bo Belizaire, who had 24 points in their last contest, which was the Titan Classic against Bristol Plymouth Regional Technical High School, an overtime game where the Lakers ended up losing 74-70. However, Belizaire was named to the all-tournament team. As both sides get ready to prepare, they get ready to play the national anthem. We'll take a step aside to honor the nation. As after the playing of the national anthem, these two sides get ready to start off 8-minute quarters. Through this one, 4 quarters to determine a winner in the Patriot League. Whitman-Hanson, they enter this one once again. The first half of this doubleheader, a 47-38 victory for Whitman-Hanson's girls team over the Lakers. Panthers look to continue that momentum. Last year, Whitman-Hanson, they swept the series against Silver Lake by victories of over 20 points in each contest. As they break up the huddle on the Silver Lake side. And the Panthers, they clap it up, get ready to stop on their own. Lakers will be wearing their white uniforms with the red accents and the blue numbering. Whereas Whitman-Hanson, they've got their blacks with red on both the letter and the sides. It's going to be Jack Martin to start the tip-off for Whitman-Hanson, while J.D. Carrazas will be the one to do the tip for Silver Lake. Starting lineup for Whitman-Hanson will be Seth Hall, Quinn McKay, Niloy Lopes, Josh Manchester, and Jack Martin. Whereas for Silver Lake, it's Jack Lofstrom, Cormac Jormady, Bo Belizaire, Coco Mota, and JD Carrazas. As Silver Lake gets the opening tip here, we're underway. The pass up top there, going for Lofstrom. Jake Lofstrom rolls inside, left-hand layup, up and through. 2 points already for Silver Lake, just 20 seconds into this contest. Pass over, back through. Looking there is Seth Hall, who is getting double-teamed. Pass gets tipped away. Going into the passing lane there was Jake Lofstrom. And the pass goes back on over to JD Carrazas. Jack Martin's giving him some coverage. The center for Whitman-Hanson trying to keep on top. Pass out. Looking for a long, deep three is Jake Lofstrom. Won't go. Rebound there. Grabbed by Coco Moda, who gets it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Big play there by Silver Lake as they currently lead this one by 2.
It's been a quick pace right now for Silver Lake, and that's something that's detrimental to Whitman-Hanson. They're keeping a perimeter type of defense there, maybe turning a little bit in, but it's not working. I mean, it worked that part, but 2-0 right now.
Whitman-Hanson got it on the jump ball. Inside, Jack Martin trying to hit something. Ball bounces back up. Martin just got a little push on it, and it goes up and through. Knotted up at 2s. 6:45 left here in the first quarter.
This is what's great about having a center. He's able to get the rebounds. And, I mean, Jack Martin's the only one in here. Luckily, he's been great for them.
Coco Moda trying to go inside to get something. He hits it off the back iron and won't go. It's taken by Whitman-Hanson. Looking for the 3 ball. Naloy Lopes won't go. Jack Martin gets the board. Bounces that one back over. Josh Manchester gets it on the left side, and he just gives it a little push up and through. 4-2. Whitman-Hanson leads this one. 6:15 left in the first quarter. That pass there on the right side over to Bo Belazar. He goes top of the key and gives it off to Carrazas. Carrazas right on over. Looking for 3 there on the left part is Cormac Dormady. He can't get it to go. Just a high bounce off that rim, and it's grabbed back by Lopes. Lopes trying to go inside. He gets poked away. It's a one-on-one opportunity for Coco Moda. He gives the right hand with a finger roll off the back and in. Quick pace for Whitman-Hanson as it's tied up at 4. Top left there goes to Quinn McKay. He flings that one out. Big shot on the left corner for Josh Manchester, who can't get enough mustard on it, and it goes back in favor of the Lakers. Passing lanes are becoming a problem for both sides. However, it goes inside, looking for something. It goes JD Carrazas, but he gets fouled by Jack Martin.
There's been a lot more coverage. It's 2-on-1 with Jack Martin, where they're keeping him double covered. Rogers getting a little bit ticked off right now, but giving that space allows one person to be wide open, and if they can hit those 3s with that, they can get something.
Well, just a 4-footer there for Jake Lofstrom. He lets it up and through. He's got 4 points in this contest already. Subbing in for Whitman-Hanson was Jackson Gray, in for Jack Martin. Pass, top of the key there for Manchester. He tries to work inside. Gets it swatted away by Carrazas. Silver Lake takes over. 5 minutes left here in the first period. Going up top, going inside. Won't get anything to go is Cormac Dormady, but it's grabbed there by Carrazas. He flings that out. Moda can't get the 3 to go from that left side. It's grabbed back by the team in black. Manchester tries to fling it back out on over to his guy in Quinn McKay, but can't go. He tries to shoot it straight up as Manchester, but he gets it swatted away from Jake Lofstrom. Lofstrom's going to block in this one. Poked by Manchester, but Lofstrom keeps it inside. He goes a little spin cycle, can't get it to roll. Gives it back out. Carrazas tries to hit something, going from left corner inside to the right side of the cylinder. Nothing falls for him. Now bringing that one up will be Seth Hall. He tries to pass it out to his guard, and Naloy Lopes can't get it to go. Lopes comes out. In comes Cam Bradley, the sophomore, who in the holiday shootout in Fort Myers, he had 12 points, shooting 5 for 6.
There's something different about the girls' team and the boys' team. We see a lot more screens by the boys. Coach Rogers' specialty, Costas doesn't really like the screens.
Bo Belazar sets the screen in the pick and roll situation, but can't get anything to roll. It goes back out, and right there is Carrazas on that right arch. He gives it over to Lofstrom, who plays in between the legs, trying to go up for it. Gets the ball poked away. No chance of the shooting foul because Whitman-Hanson's taking this one back. Flings that one over. Gives it over to Josh Manchester, who's playing tight on coverage with Belazar. Manchester, top of the key, looking for three. Can't go. It's grabbed there by Carrazas. They'll call an over the back foul on Jackson Gray, who's trying to poke the ball out. 2 fouls so far in Whitman-Hanson. Just 3 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Silver Lake leads this one 6-4. So coming in is Jason Belmore, the senior captain, who passes that one over right over to Dormady. Dormady takes it past the center line. Belazar, high pass over the head of Manchester, right over to Dormady. Dormady's trying to find something. It goes off to Quakenbush, who can't find anything, but keeps passing it around. This is just a game of hot potato with the ball. Going to the right corner, Carrazas. Back over, 5 seconds of the shot clock. Trying to find something. Carrazas from the foul line. Quakenbush for three. No good. Resets the clock, though. It goes right on back over to Belmore, who can't get it to fly. Now, back-to-back shots from the three-point line. Won't get anything to go. Right over to Dormady, who's playing that right corner, getting covered by Manchester. Tries to work inside. Could have been a foul call. Looked like Manchester had his arm wrapped around, but won't go. Bad pass. Offensive foul drawn by the Lakers as it was Seth Hall who was crashing inside the lane, but standing in the spot was Cormac Dormady. Kept his feet planted. They call the charge. Foul number 3 on Whitman-Hanson here. 2:34 left in the first quarter.
Coach Rogers getting at it right now. It's not been great for them. 3 fouls so far, and they're having trouble with the defensive rebounds. It's 6-4, but it could be up to 10 if it weren't for the Panthers defense.
Dormady plays with his left hand going outside. Pass over to Quakenbush.
Oh!
Who gets his glasses knocked off. And Josh Manchester grabs it back.
It was a head-on-head collision right there by Manchester and Quackenbush. Luckily, they're both okay. Might have to check them a little bit later. Quackenbush's glasses are okay as well.
Quackenbush wearing those black framed glasses with a little bit of white tape on the left side of them. He's got the strap on the back too to keep it on. Didn't help in that situation, but Silver Lake keeps this one rolling. It'll be given off there to Carrazas, who can make a spin cycle work. It's grabbed back by Manchester, who's trying to work inside. He gets fouled and will be sent to the line for 2. Foul will come off of Bo Belazar.
It's been a slippery game so far. Another trip right there by a Panther. For Manchester, it could have been a travel right there, but luckily he was going up for the shot. He gets 2, could tie this one up.
Jack Martin at the scorer's table, getting ready to sub in. First shot, up and through for Manchester. Out goes Jackson Gray, in comes Jack Martin.
Martin's done well on this paint, part of the 4 points of 5 that the Panthers have gotten.
Coach Rogers said to him before he hit that scorer's table, don't worry about what they say to you. Just keep playing. And the second shot is through. We're tied at 6. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Bring this one to the interlocking SL. Will be Cormac Dormady. He slings that one to the right arch for his own player in Belmore. Back on out to Lofstrom. Lofstrom hands that one off to Dormady. Trying to set some screens. Quackenbush getting covered by Martin. There's 8 seconds left on the shot clock, and they're only playing perimeters. Silver Lake trying to go inside. Dormady gives it Quackenbush, who goes up for 2 and gets it through. He was in some tight coverage there by Mason Bradley and Jack Martin, but just finds an open zone and uses his right hand. 8-6, Silver Lake.
It was back and forth for Silver Lake. They knew how to go from court side to another court side. And on the offensive play, put Whitman-Hanson at a conditioning disadvantage and got the 2 points by Quackenbush.
Mason Bradley tried to pass that one inside of Jack Martin, but he got stopped. Pass out, looking for 3. Got it to go there. You bet. Cam Bradley gets his 3-point shot. Like I said, last game, 5 for 6. He had 12 in that one. First 3 of the game, 9-8. Whitman-Hanson currently leads. Quackenbush looks inside, passes that one back out for Belizaire, who can't get it to go. Martin gets the board. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Whitman-Hanson leads by 1. Inside, Cam Bradley looking for 2. Gets fouled on the shot, but can't get it to go. So he heads the line for a couple of free throws. 47.8 left. Whitman-Hanson leads this one 9-8.
Their first lead since 4-2. You could see Lofstrom, or you can't see, I'll tell you. Lofstrom was trying to go for the reach-in to get the ball, but unfortunately, too fast is the man number 5, Cam Bradley. He gets one of his free throws. It's 10-8.
Well, Belizaire got his second foul on that one, and that causes Frankie Kuzo to come in and substitute for him. Back into this one is Niloy Lopes. Second shot for Bradley. The sophomore doesn't get it to go. It'll be grabbed by the Lakers. 43 seconds left. Looking for 2, maybe a chance for 2 for 1. Quackenbush from the right corner tries to move inside. Does a little shimmy with his hands in the paint and gets it up and through. 30 seconds, shot clock's off, tied at 10. Little poke out there by Belmore, but it's hauled in by Bradley. He tries to work inside to Jack Martin. Covered by 2. No foul called. Shot up there, grabbed on the little bit of a rebound is Mason Bradley, who just puts it up and through. It's 12-10. 10 seconds left. Foul called on the floor for a reach-in. They'll call it on Lopes.
Quackenbush's last 2 points. Looks like Jack Martin almost got a reach-in foul right there. It's good that Quackenbush didn't get the call because he got the 2 right there. Then we saw on the opposite side of the court with Whitman-Hanson. It was bounced off the bottom of the board, but another Whitman-Hanson player there to stop it from being terrible.
Dormany slings out. Belmore looking for 3, and he's got 3. Time rolls out as Silver Lake, they take the lead. It's 13-12 here at the end of the first quarter at Silver Lake High School. The Lakers lead the Panthers, and Ryan, that first quarter was back and forth the entire time, but towards the back there, Quackenbush, he was getting a couple of quick layups.
It reminds me a lot of the women's game we just saw, the girls' basketball game, where we went into it saying Kelsey Lanza was one of the best players on the team, got that Jersey Mike's Player of the Week. However, nothing going for her in that game. We're seeing the same right now with Belizaire, able to stop them at this point. So the next man up, that's Quackenbush. He didn't start this game, but he is one of the top scorers for Silver Lake right now.
He got 4 points in the span of 45 seconds. In high school, 35-second shot clock, so that's something to look at because both back and forth causes a little bit of action. 10 seconds left on this timeout here as both sides drawing up some plays. Coach Bob Savoy has to be happy with what he's seen out of his team. Second quarter gets ready to go underway. Both sides get into the center to do their breakups. And they break that up.
Looks like Whitman-Hanson will keep with their starting lineup. Quackenbush will stay in the game. Good idea by Silver Lake.
Coach Bob Savoy keeps him in. And the inbound will be Niloy Lopes. And he's getting covered there by Coco Moda. Pass back there goes to Seth Hall. Hall, no seeable undershirt on him. He passes inside, looks for Manchester. Manchester gets fouled going for the layup, and he will head to the line. So a pair of guys where you don't see any sort of undershirt. Maybe they're wearing a little bit of a tank top underneath with a little bit of passing there. And Manchester heads to the line. Opportunity to take the lead.
I mean, it is pretty hot in here. Maybe they thought that would be attacking their abilities to play. First free throw is good for Manchester.
So 13-13. 10 seconds off the clock in the second quarter. Looking for a second one. Knocks off the front of the colander and doesn't go through. So it's grabbed back there by Silver Lake and Carrazas, who gives that one over to Belmore, who's trying to work inside. Can't get anything to go. Quackenbush now. Tight coverage, 10 on 10. That's Manchester and Quackenbush. Gives that one back out. Looking there's Carrazas, who goes inside, looking to get 2. Center lane. Betcha It's now 15 to 13, Silver Lake's lead.
Felt like he didn't even try on that layup. It just went in.
Seth Hall now has it. He passes that one back out to Manchester, who tries to roll inside to his big center and Jack Martin, but can't get it to go. It's grabbed by Silver Lake, who rolls back to the other side of the court. Quackenbush goes up, gets fouled, and puts two through. He heads to the line now with timeout Whitman-Hanson. So they actually rule it in favor of Quackenbush missing his first layup attempt. So he'll go for two shots rather than the and one opportunity. But still, it's 15-13. Silver Lake takes the lead. Silver Lake this season averages 52.6 points, while their opponents average 59.2. So a tight differential. Their lone win of the season coming by way of East Bridgewater Junior Senior High School in the Titan Classic, happening in Pembroke.
Whitman-Hanson, too many fouls to start off this game. Multiple within the first 3 minutes or so of the first quarter. Now you're bringing Quackenbush again to the line. Free throws is when you just get as much as you can. You make them, 3 points. That's why they call it a free throw.
Well, Seth Hall has 2 fouls so far for Whitman-Hanson, as you were stating, in terms of the foul trouble. That's going to be something to look at throughout this contest in terms of where do they look towards if Hall does become in a little bit of trouble. Well, no matter what the situation, Quackenbush still heads to the stripe. He's got 2 shots. 7:06 left here in the half. Pass the ball off as Quackenbush just gives a double dribble, holds it on, third one, shot, through. Love to see the difference in these free throw shooters, just how they change their sort of situations in terms of when they're shooting. And Quackenbush does it there to where he nails it to give the 3-point lead. His second shot doesn't go. It hits off that kind of wedge in the back. Well, Seth Hall will be the point to bring it forward. Less than 7 left here in the half. Manchester brings it back out to Hall. He's working top key. He flings that one out. 3-point ball for Quinn McKay is nothing but butter. It's tied at 16s now. Bringing it forward is Moda. He passes over to Belmore, who has a little struggle holding on to it. It's grabbed back. Jake Lofstrom inside. He moves out to the corner but can't get into anything to roll. Pass inside. Poked out. Lopes. He goes back forward. It's 2-on-2 opportunity. Shoot. For the 3 there was Quinn McKay from the left corner. Can't get it to fall. Bringing forward is Belmore. He tries to go one-on-one with Jack Martin. Martin gets the block, but the ball knocks off of him and out of bounds. So scorer's table and coming into the game will be Bo Belizaire, who has 2 fouls already in this contest. As well, Cam Bradley goes in, and he subs out Seth Hall.
Bradley with that big 3 earlier in the game to take the lead. Unfortunately, nothing's been going right now. It's 16-16, but Nailor Lopes takes the ball, goes up.
And Lopes doesn't get the one to fall. So the pass in there by Belmore gets stripped by Lopes. He's trying to go on a fast break, misses it. However, it's the defensive pressure that caused Whitman-Hanson to allow a rebound and score. Inside, trying to get something. He rolls it up and through is Moda. Coco Moda gets 2 on the board. It's now 18-18. Pass out. Manchester works that left elbow of the 3-point arc. They call a foul. They rule it on Jake Lofstrom. They say he hit the arm.
Looked clean to me, but I'm not a referee.
So, hit on the arm, will be on the ground. Tied at 18s, inbound will be Bradley. Cam Bradley gives it to Manchester on the right corner. Gives it to Martin, who's playing far back. Now it's over to Bradley once again. Hits the corner, and looking for 3 there was Manchester from the right elbow. Can't get it to go. Now Bradley gets back his own rebound. Lopes playing, trying to move his team around. It's each time, Martin's sitting at that free throw line, getting a pass to roll out Gives it over to Manchester, who can't hit a three from the right corner. Pass out. Trying to look for something, and Lofstrom gets it poked away by Lopes. Goes out of bounds, though. It'll stay Silver Lake ball here. 5:07 left in the first half, tied at 18s. Pass in for Lofstrom. He gives that one right over to Moda. Moda trying to work right to left. Can't get it to fall. Martin's on the ground. No charge called. Manchester will take it forward for Whitman-Hanson, though. He goes inside. A couple of players in between. Ball gets knocked around, and it knocks off they say it's off the thigh of Manchester as it goes out. He was trying to work right underneath that basket. Couldn't get anything to fall.
A pentagon pattern for the Whitman-Hanson defense right now. Waiting for their players to actually go through.
Cormac Dormady is the one who passes that right over to Moda. Moda trying to go through. He just jumps and passes out to Dormady, who gets up and through, finds a hole in the defense, and rolls two in on the right side. Now it's 2018, 4:30 left. Inside, Bradley, he's not getting covered at all. He gives it over to Martin. Martin back out, looking for three is Quinn McKay once again, and the man wearing three has another one. It's 21-20. Dormady tries to take the lead back. He goes a little spin around. Foul called there. They say a push was drawn by Cam Bradley. So he gets his first foul. Potentially a good foul there for Whitman-Hanson, because what was happening was the player was moving inside. There was a wide open lane to the hole, and just a little shove keeps it away. Pass inside there by Dormady, going for Carrazas, who can't get his shot up. 4 minutes left, Whitman-Hanson leads by one. Bradley, inside, won't go. Rebound by Carrazas for Silver Lake over the back. He gets a spin, he passes it out. Moda trying to warm things down. He's getting covered by McKay. McKay can't do anything. Trying to draw a charge there with Jackson Gray. But Gray just got shifted around. He hits the deck. Silver Lake scores 22-21. Bringing it cross court will be Cam Bradley. McKay steals it away. He hits another three from that left elbow.
Feels like we're watching Madeline Moore for girls basketball. McKay up to a great start right now with 11 points.
He's got 3 threes in this contest as Quinn McKay. Whitman-Hanson leads 24-22. Belizaire, he passes it inside, looking for Carrazas. He's covered tightly there by the Panthers. Trying to get something to go forward was Moda. Moda just trying to work about 4 feet away from the basket. He's double teamed and he gets knocked down. Foul there will be called on Jackson Gray. So Cam Bradley and Mason Bradley both on the floor. Mason Bradley is playing some tight coverage against these offensive players for Silver Lake. First shot there by Coco Moda does not go.
On the left side, you see Cam Bradley talking to the ref, possibly about the calls right now.
Second shot for Moda does not fall either. It's 24-22, 2:53 left. Pass over, playing at the center line. Close to the center line will be Cam Bradley. Bradley holds onto his pass. He gives it over to his brother, Mason. Over to Manchester. McKay now has it behind the arc. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Inside, Jackson Gray plays at foul line. Gives it over to Bradley. Bradley looks for another three-pointer. That just gets an unlucky roll and doesn't go anywhere. Trying to keep it in play there as it was a little too strong. It rolled off to the right side. Coco Moda was trying to keep it in, but he can't bounce it off of Mason Bradley. It'll be a turnover. Whitman-Hanson now with an opportunity to take a 2-possession lead. 24-22. As Coach Savoy was not very happy, saying that there was a push there and should have been in favor of the Lakers. Inbound will be Quinn McKay. He gives it to Josh Manchester. Manchester back on over to Cam Bradley. Bradley rolls inside to Jackson Gray. Manchester on the arc, shoots from the free throw line though. He gets his own rebound after he missed it. Can't get it to go. It's blocked by Silver Lake, and they're trying to work back. 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. Silver Lake's down by 2. Jake Lofstrom, he was a key factor early on in this contest. A little bit quiet since. Lofstrom, three-pointer, through. 25-24. Less than 2 left. Just about 100 seconds remain in this half. Cam Bradley, he's got Dormady covering him. Bradley makes a miss, floats it inside for Manchester, but Manchester flings it back out to Mason Bradley from the free throw line, uses the left and shoots it through. 26-25, Whitman-Hanson lead. Under 90 left here in the first half. Long three-point shot there for Lofstrom. He's got it good. Back-to-back three-pointers for Jake Lofstrom. And now it's 28-26. Inside pass. Mason Bradley was getting blocked by 2. He couldn't get a shot up. Cam Bradley, minute left. Gives it out. Quinn McKay, he's got 3 points as well already in this contest. He's at that right elbow. Takes it back. Pass out. Manchester. Covered. Back out. There's 10 seconds left. 3-point shot by Cam Bradley. Won't go. It's covered by his brother Mason. Mason tries to fling it over to Josh Manchester. It doesn't go anywhere.
A late call there to choose who gets the ball.
And so a little bit of confusion as to who it was touched off of, but they will say it was off of Whitman-Hanson. Silver Lake gets this basketball. They're up by 2 now. Just 46 seconds left in this contest.
Something different about the two defenses is Whitman-Hanson, when the ball is going in by Silver Lake, they don't attack the inbounder.
Lofstrom looking for another 3. No good. Didn't hit rim at all. And as they try to let it out, Whitman-Hanson takes it back. It's a little bit of skirmish for the ball. And now McKay looking for 3. Can't get his 4th one to go. Rebound grabbed there by Jackson Gray. Bradley inside. Gray looking to get a shot. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. 28-26, Silver Lake leads. Whitman-Hanson, though, heads to the foul line. It's 13.2 seconds left in the first half.
That's the best thing to happen to Whitman-Hanson. Nothing was going on. They were doing double coverage on each player right there. It was McKay's shot that never went through. 13.2 left. No shot clock on.
First shot. Through. Jackson Gray picks up his his first point of the day. The way they have it set up on the scoreboard, it kind of flips your fouls and points there, how you'd normally see it. So a little bit of confusion on how many points he's got. But looking for a second one. Hits off the back iron. It's 28-27, Silver Lake lead. 10 seconds left here in the first half. Pass over. Belmore gives it back. It's Dormady trying to look for the last shot. He gets fouled, though, on the floor. 3.5 left on the clock. Foul goes on Mason Bradley. Substitutions go out. Out goes McKay. In goes Ben Cornetta. As well for Whitman-Hanson. Brendan Brahimi goes in. Jackson Gray goes out. So Dormady passes inside, looking for Carrazas, who gets fouled on the shot. 2.2 left, but he heads to the line for 2. Opportunity to make it a 3-point game before entering the first half. End of the first half. First shot for Carrazas does not go his way.
If I'm Carrazas, well, now that you missed the first shot, maybe you want to go for the second one, but I would say miss the second one just to edge out the clock and finish the half.
Second shot for Carrazas. Off the front iron. Looking for the shot to put it up as Moda won't go, and time expires. The Silver Lake Lakers start this contest off strong with a couple of three-pointers, and they take a lead, 28-27, entering this halftime over the Whitman-Hanson Panthers. Anthony Labonte alongside Ryan Labonte will be back after this halftime.
And we're back with the second half, quarter number 3 of this Patriot League matchup between your Whitman-Hanson Panthers and the Silver Lake Lakers. I'm Ryan Labonte here with Anthony Labonte here at Silver Lake's gym at their high school in Kingston. We saw a matchup to start this first half with a lot of fouls in the names. We saw some threes, some good ones by Cam Bradley. Unfortunately, Whitman-Hanson is down 28-27. Anthony, what does Whitman-Hanson need to do for the second half?
Well, it's the same thing that they did in that game against Quincy, was just keep your head up and keep on moving the basketball. Try and get your passing lanes open and try to work on the inside. You know, even though the three ball was a big factor in that first half, especially with Quinn McKay having 11, it's still something where you need to understand how to get to the hoop and how to put it up and through.
Well, one of the things about the Quincy matchup compared to this is Whitman-Hanson had a good lead in that matchup. Whitman-Hanson, their highest lead so far is either 1 or 2 points. We haven't seen that big of a takeaway, that big of a... We've seen a big slump. We haven't seen much of a hot streak by Whitman-Hanson.
No runs have really been a factor for either side either, because both times they go and score, it's the other side's defense that comes in and gets a stop, and it's going to be interesting. Something else to point out is, you know, I was mentioning in that first half how Seth Hall didn't seem to be wearing, like, he was maybe wearing a tank top or something underneath his jersey. Now he's got a full long sleeve shirt on, maybe changed out in between halftime, but a little bit of superstition into the second half.
He heard you. So we're seeing so far Quackenbush for Silver Lake and Bradley for Whitman-Hanson top. We start with Dormady. Dormady brings it out to Lofstrom. Lofstrom looking for a three. He did well in the start, but does not get it this time. Whitman-Hanson on the prowl. It's Seth Hall. Back to Jack Martin in the center. Up and through. 29-28.
And that was just big man under the rim, getting able to put it up and through, and that's what they expect to see from Jack Martin. Just be the guy underneath the rim to put one up.
Carrazas moves it over and around. Dormady has it again. Looking for Lofstrom, does not have anything. It goes back to Carrazas. Carrazas, 2 people in the lane. Back to Dormady, nothing going. A little bit of pressure there. And Lopes gets the board. Down the court to Jack Martin, and he's got it. Timeout, Silver Lake, 31-28 Panthers.
And we said that there was no runs before. All of a sudden, 4 points immediately to start this contest. And that's something that they've been working on, getting those passes and having Jack Martin underneath the rim. It's going to be a key factor in getting that up and through.
So Jack Martin has tripled his points now within this first minute or so. He's at 6. Luckily, only 1 foul to his name. He can stay a little bit longer than that game against Quincy. You got to see, will Silver Lake put in Quackenbush, who has been detrimental to the Whitman-Hanson team, quick, and I think his glasses are giving him an advantage to see.
Well, it's just something where Quackenbush is able to move his feet left and right so quick that he's able to find a hole that breaks open in the defense and move inside. That's something that allows him to drive in that lane, get a foul, and even one opportunity. That's what made him such a big factor. But if you keep him out for long enough, he's going to get taken upon by one of the big men like Jack Martin.
As was mentioned in the first half, Silver Lake, we're going back and forth across the perimeter and the court during that first quarter to use their conditioning skills to their advantage. As we go down, it's Coco Moda. Moda goes around, has Dormady back to Moda at the perimeter, shoots a little bit further in, nothing going. Jack Martin with the rebound. Martin hands it over to Quinn McKay. Quinn McKay to Seth Hall, getting his offense started. Sees Manchester to his right, does not go there. Lopes to his left. Martin at the free throw line, gives it back to Lopes. Lopes, nothing going, switches it around. Gives it to McKay for 2. Making sure it didn't go out of bounds there. And it will be 33-28.
Being able to adjust on offense has been so well for Whitman-Hanson, because initially Seth Hall was showing as if they were going to go with a pick and roll. Didn't end up working. They move it outside and get away with it with Quinn McKay.
Looking for first shot by Dormady. Jack Martin, too big for him, gets the rebound. And now going down the court, trying for something. It's going to be an inadvertent whistle headed in his mouth. It will remain Whitman-Hanson ball as Quackenbush comes in for Kokomoda. As the Silver Lake coach is talking to the coach. Just trying to figure out what's going on and how he didn't get it.
So the conversation is whether or not whether or not Lopes had control when the whistle was blown, because if there wasn't, then it would go possession arrow in that situation.
So they're going to keep it in their favor.
Once again, as I was saying, if Lopes didn't have possession of that ball when the whistle was blown, it would have gone to the possession arrow. Either way, though, it would have been in Whitman-Hanson's favor.
Once again, that was an inadvertent whistle. Pass to Jack Martin. Can't get it too far away for the rebound. 6 minutes left. 33-28. As they try to go down, it's hit away from Lofstrom. Now with Dorme. Dorme has Hall on him. Back to Lofstrom. Lofstrom with Lopes on him. Puts the elbow in. Goes around. And they're going to call a foul on Neloy Lopes on the court.
Well, Lofstrom in that first half, he had 10 points, and a lot of that came in that late second quarter when he had 2 big three-point shots. Expect to see him continue to work that perimeter and maybe even wrap around it.
Neloy Lopes, 2 fouls so far in this game, no points. As going around, Dormday to Quackenbush. Quackenbush with Martin on him, brings it around, and it's going to be Kokomoda with it. Around and over. Pass and shot by Quackenbush. He's got another 2. He's been the deciding factor for Silver Lake. A pass across the court by Lopes all the way to McKay for 2.
That's going to be something, potentially see a Silver Lake timeout come very, very soon, considering those types of plays are just breaks in the defense.
Quackenbush looking for 3, nothing going, and it's going to be a foul on Jack Martin. Looks like he hooked around a bit. On Quackenbush, he went down. Quackenbush went down, and that will be Martin's second. So it will be Dormady who will take the inbound. Once again, like I mentioned before, Whitman-Hanson doesn't like to have someone at the out-of-bounds line to stop the inbounder. They just want to have 2-on-1. Gives it to Lofstrom. Lofstrom with a 2. A turn and 2. Gets it. It's 35-32.
And while Silver Lake is doing these quick plays, they have to realize that the cross-court passes are going to be a big factor for Whitman-Hanson as they try to move through.
Hall with a great far-away layup. Gets in. 37-32. Silver Lake needs to do something here. Dormady goes around. Belizaire passes back to Dormady. Goes off of the board. Back to Belizaire. And it's going to be Lofstrom from far out. Nothing going. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Quackenbush.
It was a loose ball foul. Just a little bit of a push there on Quackenbush. Will be the foul there. And Whitman-Hanson now with an opportunity to keep moving forward. However, they bring Martin out, so maybe not see as much as that low basket pressure.
Jackson Gray once again on there. He's going to have Dormady on him. Is Seth Hall. Back around. It's going to be a 3 by McKay. Nothing going. Quackenbush with the rebound. And here is Belizaire, who we were talking about earlier. Nothing going for him. As Kokomoda back to Belizaire. Belizaire to Dormady. Taken away by McKay, up and out, coast to coast. Call him Shane O'Mac with that one. As Whitman-Hanson now 39-32, shot by Kokomoda, the 3, and it's good. Too much thinking they're okay. As McKay allows the 3-pointer, it's a 4-point game now, 39-35. We have 3:43 left in the third quarter. Manchester been on the court the entire time. Passes it to Lopes. Lopes over to Seth Hall. Seth Hall brings it back a bit. Goes around. Back to Manchester. Manchester with the fake. Hall at the middle. Hall going through. Nothing going. Off the board. It will be Silver Lake's ball. Lofstrom over and around. Has Coco Moda, who had that 3 before. Looks for the 2. Nothing going. A little bit further out as Seth Hall brings it down the court. A nice bounce pass there. Looking for the 2 is Jackson Gray. Unfortunately, it goes around. Nothing going. So it will be McKay with a foul. He has 17 points on the game.
Well, that was a good foul there, just to bring
13.
just to bring the momentum down and keep it how they're rolling. Because right now, Silver Lake has been running back on each point possession and keeps on rolling through their chances.
Hall was trying to take it away from Lofstraw. He brought it back to Quackenbush, who shoots it. It's not going to hit anything right there except McKay's hands. Hall, Bradley keeps it there. Hall will wait to start something. Manchester going to go around to his left is Hall. Hall looking for the 3 or the foul. Nothing going. It bounces off of Quackenbush's foot, so it will remain Whitman-Hanson ball. Looking for 2 right there with some points, but nothing going. Unfortunately, it's a bad error by Quackenbush to keep the ball in Whitman-Hanson's hands.
It was a good opportunity by Hall there to try and draw the 3-point foul, but just getting the ball first was the key factor.
3 by McKay. It's good. Nothing but net.
That's his 4th 3-pointer of the day, and he's already eclipsed the 20-point mark just in the 3rd quarter.
So I was right about the 17. Lofstrom trying to go out. It will be a foul on number 2. Pardon me. It was going to be on Josh Manchester for his 2nd of the game. Here's Lofstrom. He's got 2. 2 bounces. Shot off the back. No good. Those pink shoes worn by both him and Henry Colon. Lofstrom. We see Jackson Gray come out right there. Here's Lofstrom. 3 bounces. Shot. Again off the back. Too much mustard on it. Whitman-Hanson with the ball. It's going to be Cam Bradley, who had those 3s in the first half. He's got Dormady on him. Back to Bradley. Bradley now with Belizaire on him. Belizaire with the tip, and it's out on him. However, great play by the man who we said going into the game is going to be a problem. Whitman-Hanson able to shut him out so far, as McKay has been the player of the game. Going around, trying to get Manchester tipped away by Lofstrom, and it's now Silver Lake ball. Belizaire with it. Going to go around. Looked like he was going to take a 3. He won't. Pass it out. Jason Belmore does not get the 3. As here comes Bradley. Over and around to Manchester. Bradley, it's going to be some perimeter passing around the world, you may say. Going around back to the top of it. Into the right corner for the 3. It's good. McKay with 3 more points.
Someone call the fire department. This guy's shooting lights out at the 3-point line. That's his 5th.
I don't think they need the fire department. I think they need an electrician. So, a 1-minute timeout. Whitman-Hanson leads 45-35 in the 3rd quarter. 4 fouls for them, though, so it's getting close to foul trouble for Silver Lake getting the bonus. However, Whitman-Hanson has been outstanding since that first half. They have 18 points so far in this 3rd quarter, a lot of it coming from McKay.
Yeah, McKay's got 12 so far in this quarter. He had 11 entering the half. Now at 23, this guy's unstoppable.
We haven't seen that much from Silver Lake. 7 points so far for them. Lofstrom and Quackenbush have been the main offense for this team. They're getting ready to get out of the huddle. Coach Rogers gets them out. it will be Whitman-Hanson getting ready for this. Manchester, McKay. Looks like it's going to be Bradley, Ben Cornetta, and Mason Bradley. As Cam Bradley with the full court pressure on Dormati. He gets nothing there. Pass around. It's Carrazas. Carrazas over and around to the left side. Back to the right for Belizaire. Belizaire back goes around. Has Carrazas in the middle. Trying to get him is Manchester, but that rolls in for two. 55 seconds left in the quarter. 45-37 Panthers. Over and around. Has Cornetta. Cornetta, a key to this game. Manchester, once again, hasn't left the game yet. He has Dormati on him. And it's over to McKay, the star player today. To Manchester, and it's going to be called for a reach-in. That one is on number 5, Henry Colin. His first game. Two players now looking at Bradley. Gets it over to Manchester. Manchester brings it to Mason Bradley. To Cornetta at the center. Around to Cam Bradley. They're playing around the perimeter. Manchester near the Silver Lake logo. Back and around. McKay to Cameron Bradley. 12 seconds left on the clock. Going around. Over. McKay for 3. Gets it! 26 for him. 3 seconds left in the third quarter. And going around trying to get something. Nothing good. 48-37 to end the third.
And we said in the last game, the holiday shootout, they were 4 of 23 at the three-point arc. So far in this contest, McKay has more three-pointers than they did in that last one. 6 so far, and he's taken them into a commanding lead into this fourth quarter.
So McKay, 11 less than Silver Lake's whole team. He has 26 so far. Many threes for Silver Lake. They need the offensive. Lofstrom has been great for them, but nobody else can get working because of this Coach Rogers defense. Panthers looking for another win. 2 away from a 50 bomb. 13 seconds left on the clock. So the person thought to be doing a lot this game for both of us, for both teams, haven't done a lot. Lopes not really on the scoreboard that much. It's just been McKay.
I mean, you have to also put into factor there that by switching the focus from one player to another, it allows the opportunity, let's say for Whitman-Hanson, switching the focus onto Lopes allows the opportunity for McKay to start having those open threes and start replicating what Lopes normally does.
It's been great for Jack Martin staying in this as Hall passes it to Manchester once again on the perimeter to the left, middle left. Hall goes around and out. Here's Cam Bradley. Cam Bradley trying for something. It's going to be a foul on Henry Colin, his second so far.
Good job by Bradley, just keeping his pivot foot down and making sure that it doesn't move any little bit, because if it does, all of a sudden you get a travel call. It's going the other way.
So now some great defense right there by Belmore. Nothing going, though, when he was trying to get the inbounder. Seth Hall from the logo trying to do something. Cam Bradley has the ball, gets the pump fake, brings it to Mason. And that will be 2. So 50 points now for Whitman-Hanson. 50-37 with 7:20 left in the fourth quarter. Goes around, trying for something. Here's Belizaire going for 2. A terrible bounce, unlucky for him. Whitman-Hanson has the ball back after a Mason Bradley rebound. Manchester trying to go for himself. 2 people in his way. two men in his way, could not get the free throw, or pardon me, the layup. Nothing going for Belmore. Taken away by Whitman-Hanson to Manchester, trying to go across the court. Nothing there. Carrazas has it. Over to Belmore, and he gets the two.
Well, the active hands of McKay was working there for the defensive side, but the problem was is the pass forward just went a little bit too far and resorted Manchester to throw something directly in the path of the Lakers player.
So we see Lofstrom's going to come back in later. He's at the scorer's table as Manchester has it. Belazar there on him. Seth Hall to Bradley in the middle. Cam Bradley, that is. Around, going towards the paint. Gets it. Is Manchester. Pardon me, Mason Bradley. That's been a key thing today so far in this fourth quarter. Has been them getting the ball and going towards the paint before taking it out. As calls a foul on the court.
Well, so one of the things that Whitman-Hanson, you could hear the bench talking about, was trying to draw more charge fouls. And right there, what happened was Mason Bradley had his feet down there, maybe moved a little bit as the offensive player was crashing inside, drew the foul, however, claps around for the chance of trying to get that offensive foul.
That was there to Dormady. Another perimeter type playing. Goes over to Kokomoto. Up and out. The rim has not been great for this team. Trying for Kokomoto. McKay gets absolutely torn around, and Seth Hall will get the ball back. 5:30 left in the fourth quarter. 52-39 are the Panthers in the lead. Manchester has Belazaire on him. Seth Hall going to run in himself. Passes it around to Mason Bradley for two. Timeout, Silver Lake.
And that's a timeout that Silver Lake needs, being down by 15. It's a little bit of scores, trying to figure out there with the foul, because the board ruled it as 20 being Jackson Gray, but Jackson Gray wasn't even on the court, so they have to fix it to where it's Mason Bradley. But right now, Whitman-Hanson's doing a good job at just moving the ball across the court and making sure they don't have to worry about anything in their backcourt being a factor into the front.
We see Mason Bradley and Quinn McKay, as we can see on the board right now. 26 points for McKay, 10 for Bradley. That makes 36. Silver Lake has 39 right now. 3 more points than those two combined. It feels almost like McKay is having a Jaylen Brown type game right now, except less fouls given up.
And also less and less minutes is the big thing.
Yeah.
You play only 4 quarters of 8 here for high school, and NBA they play 4 of 12. So that's a whole 12 minutes that he hasn't gotten in this game so far. That he's put up 26, just 4 away from Jaylen Brown's 30.
Coach Rogers gives the final pep talks to the ref, probably about that weird call of the inadvertent whistle. They're going to give the foul now to 21, Mason Bradley. Seth Hall, Cam Bradley, Mason Bradley, Quinn McKay, and Manchester. Josh Manchester stay in the game. That's on the opposite side. Jake Lofstrom, Cormac Dermody. We have Jason Belmore, Coco Maudo. Bo Belazaire. Those players on the court right now, as Dormady will get the ball. Has Seth Hall on him. It's a one-on-one matchup. Literally and figuratively. Pass shot up by Lofstrom is a little further out. Nothing going. Seth Hall will take it. Going around, trying to get the inside pass to Mason Bradley. Too many Lakers in the area. Now Lofstrom will try for a closer 3. It rolls around the rim. Inside, gets the 3, 54-42.
It was like one of those penny machines that rolls the coin around before it enters into the hole, and that's what happened there.
Bradley with a far out pass to Manchester. Manchester to Seth Hall. Seth Hall looking for the 3, nothing going. Mason Bradley trying for the rebound, but Lofstrom's too good. Lofstrom over, trying for another three. He's been doing well today, but nothing going there. It will be Whitman-Hanson ball. 4:24 left in the fourth quarter. You are listening to Whitman-Hanson Sports Radio. I'm Ryan Labonte. This is Anthony Labonte. We're here at Silver Lake for a boys basketball Patriot League matchup. Seth Hall goes over the cross line. Gonna go himself all the way. Nothing going. Mason Bradley with a tip. Also off, but Manchester gets the rebound. Mason Bradley tries himself for another one, but nothing going there. Unfortunate play by Whitman-Hanson. Lofstrom going around. He has Bradley on him. Cameron Bradley with a good stop. Goes around. Nothing going, but they're going to get the call.
Well, a couple of black cat rolls there at the rim. Doesn't get it through, but then it was just Bradley going up there and getting the block. Going back the other side of the court is what gave Whitman-Hanson the opportunity, holding himself down, putting the hand up, and making sure he gets all ball.
Bradley had his right hand above the ball, and the left one so close near that he couldn't move it at all. Here's Bradley's first free throw, and it's good. 55-42 now as Bradley moves up to 10, I believe. Pardon me, it's 9. Or no, it should be 10. He has three-pointers. Tries for the next one. Nothing there. So Silver Lake gets the ball back. Dormady goes around him. Belmore back to Dormady. Dormady going to try himself. Mason Bradley's in the way. They're going to try for the three. Belmore gets it. Whitman-Hanson's lead cuts down to 10. It's Cameron Bradley trying to get some moves on Coco Moda. Brings it around town. Here's Niloy Lopes. Niloy Lopes from around the free throw line, nothing going. Passes over back to Lopes. That was Brendan Brahini. Lopes gonna try and run through, but they're just gonna let it go. And it's a shot up and good by number 5, Cam Bradley. Another one for him. It's tipped off of Belmore. And he goes out of bounds. Whitman-Hanson's ball again. 58-45. Less than 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter. 2 fouls given by Silver Lake. 1 by Whitman-Hanson. Not close to the bonus yet. As they try to get it around. Nowhere close is the ball. It will be Coco Moda. Tries to get it around, but Quinn McKay gets in the way of the shot, or the pass. Whitman-Hanson ball. Cam Bradley with the turnaround on Belmore. Belmore trying to stay with him. It's a pass over to Lopes, just passes it around. There's a handoff, nothing going. Belmore will get a foul again. 3 now given by Silver Lake. The first for Belmore. Brendan Brahini will be the inbounder. Passes it to Lopes. Lopes wide open. Layup is good. In that box. And all set. As Silver Lake looking for a fast break. Moda, nothing going. And it's a takeaway. Or a rebound by Quinn McKay. Around, trying to find something is Brennan. Nothing. Bradley. Morgan Bradley, nothing going. It's going to be a shot by Carrazas. A foul, no points. Will be called on Lopes. Trying to get the substitute here, but not there. We're seeing Ben Cornetta going in for Cam Bradley on the opposite side. Quackenbush, Chapman. The first one's good by Carrazas. And Colin McAdam are going in to this game. It's 60-46 with 2:11 left. Dormady comes out. Belmore comes out. Now Carrazas. of the rim. Whitman-Hanson's ball again. Pass around to Lopes. Lopes gonna go in himself. No, passes it around to Ben Cornetta. Cornetta can't get the layup. Lopes was up in the air when he passed that ball. Nothing going. Now Silver Lake, right before the three-point line. Given over to Quackenbush. Quackenbush trying for something. Lopes hits the ball on the pass. Here's McAdam. Colin McAdam. Passes it to J.D. Carrazas. And it's over to Frankie Cuozo. Backing around. They're going from inside to the perimeter a lot. Quackenbush trying to go in the middle. Nothing doing it. Morgan Bradley gets the ball back. Or, pardon me, Mason Bradley. Bradley loses possession of the ball. It's J.D. Carrazas with it. And a foul by Bradley. His third of the game. However, that should not be a problem with 1:19 remaining. 79 seconds, as they say. McKay comes off. And so does Mason Bradley. McKay finishes the game with 26 on the board. Passes around. Cuozo taken away and up and good. That was number 15, Brendan Brahini. Just went across the speed. Gave them two. 62 to 46 now as we hit 1:05 left. Three-pointer. No good by Quackenbush. Lopes with the rebound. Passes it to Jack Martin. Jack Martin over and around. This one.
When you have two centers on the court, and Jack Martin and Jackson Gray, that's what happens. And Jackson Gray was the one on the inside being able to hit that layup.
Jackson Gray, as Anthony said, with the two-pointer. They're going around. Quackenbush was trying to get something going, nothing going. Here's one from the top of the box. Nothing there for Colin. However, it will remain Silver Lake ball. 32.6 seconds left. Shot clock has been turned off. Quackenbush now with it. Blocked by Jack Martin, but taken out of bounds. A very heavy hit by number 5-0. Unfortunately, it still remains Silver Lake ball. Pass over and around. And number 11 for Silver Lake, that's Colin McAdam to Quackenbush. Looking for a couple more points before this game is over. Over to Cuozo. Cuozo has it. Tries for the shot over Lopes. Off the back. Whitman-Hanson has it. Cornetta brings it around to Jack Martin. And that will do it here as the clocks hit double zeros. Whitman-Hanson wins with that palindromic score. 64 to 46 here at Silver Lake High School. Whitman-Hanson, another Patriot League win for them. We'll see what happens next time. Their next game is on the 6th at Plymouth North with a 6:30 start time.
And you look at this team and you see how they worked together in that second half, being able to pass the ball down, being able to use their layups, especially someone like Lopes. There's no one else I'd rather have go up there for a layup than Lopes. He's going through, he's being the big man, even though maybe not a center listed, or he can hit you with a reverse, put it up and through. That's something that they're going to continue to do, especially if their three-point game can continue with McKay.
3 days until that one. Can McKay stay hot right there? Well, thank you for listening to Whitman-Hanson High School Sports Radio. I'm Ryan Labonte. This is Anthony Labonte signing off from Silver Lake. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.